So let's get started with the root chakra. So in this mode, the person will be in life happens to me mode. The basic stage is self-empathy. Okay, self-empathy or victim mode. So if you connect Dr. Hawkins' map, uh, the last four stages of emotion. So I'm just displaying that for consciousness level or emotion level here. Okay, so these four levels of emotion is related to this level of consciousness. So the lowest possible emotion level is shame, which has the value 20, consciousness level value 20. So this is close to death, like it is like it is the very lowest emotion that a human can have. uh, Very shameful activities like child abusers, very shameful, not acceptable by them. So those kind of people will be in this level consciousness, shame. And the next level is guilt consciousness, which has the level of 30. Who The people who hurted or killed someone purposely, knowingly, they know that it is wrong, but still they did it. They'll be in this level of consciousness. They will not have any interest in living because they know what they did is very wrong. Okay, so most probably they will not be able to handle what they did, and that will always they will react in a negative mode. Okay, because of the lower consciousness level. Okay, and the next stage is apathy, which is 50. This is related to hopelessness. The homeless people, isolated people who doesn't seem any hope to live further, they'll be in this stage. And the next stage is grief, which is 75. So which is related to loss or sadness. So we all experience sadness in some part of the life. That is pretty normal. Things happens, and and being sad is the response that we will give for that in for that environment, right? So that is pretty normal. But remaining in that stage all the time, no matter what happens, no matter regarding it, without regardless of whatever is happening, if someone is there in the grief mode all the time, then their consciousness level is grief mode. Okay, so let's look at the characteristics of these are the consciousness levels of this stage, but let's look at the characteristics. Okay, so if a person is there in this consciousness level, it is like he will feel like the body is the main thing. I am the body. I am the body. Okay, so no other perception, only this body, and we are living in this body. That is the I am the body consciousness. Okay, so he will just want to survive. Survival will be the main criteria, and he will feel nothing is fair. Whatever is happening to him is not fair, and no one is fair to him. And whatever is happening to him doesn't seem fair. Okay, and everyone and every situation is targeting him, pushing him down. Okay, so that kind of consciousness level. So victim mode consciousness level. And in this stage, a person will not be interested in personal development because already surviving the day itself seems difficult. Okay, so not interested in personal development, and he'll be addicted to every single stimulus, every single situation that is happening in the environment. He will react to everything, every single thing. Okay, and mostly it will be like a negative reaction because of the level. It is not his fault, it is about his conscious. That is the thing. Or whatever we are discussing, it is not the fault of a person, it is happening because that is where his perception is. Okay, so He will be in this mode. Nothing is my fault. It is fault of everyone around me. Okay. So I didn't do anything wrong and someone did it. So it ended up like that. So in that mode. And then mostly the person will be in the anxiety and sad emotion because of all these triggers and environments. And just to get a temporary peace, temporary happiness, the person will be more interested in partying, drinking, eating, okay, in these activities. Who will be in this stage? Normally, the people who has very low self-esteem and the people who faced only struggles in their life, they feel very insecure to run the life and they always depend on someone for their survival will be in this stage. Okay, so how to move on to next? How to raise the consciousness to the next level? We don't need to do it if we simply go with the flow. Okay, go with the flow of universe teaching. Universe has its own curriculum. We don't need to even if we don't, we can, but even if we go with the flow and just learn the lessons given by the universe based on its curriculum, then still we will have a steady growth. So according to that curriculum, if a person is in this root chakra mode, um, through all the lessons given by the universe, they'll be tired of being in victim mode. Okay, so he'll start to watch the thoughts and the emotions and the environment because he will start to think why it is only happening to me. Okay, this is the trigger. This is where he will start to realize why it is only to me. Okay, so he will start to learn the lessons of universe. He will learn nothing that he seeks give him happiness. Okay, so it's just temporary. Once it is done, then again he will go back to that mode. Okay, low esteem mode. So nothing, what nothing gives him a permanent happiness, and he will start to learn. Uh, he doesn't need to respond to all his thoughts because that's where all the problems is getting started. He will start to realize that he doesn't need to respond to all his thoughts. And then he will start to learn he doesn't need to make a huge deal or he doesn't need to try to seek attention for each and every emotion that he feels. It is not everyone's responsibility to respond to his emotions. Okay, so it's not everyone as like it's he will just learn that thing like he doesn't need to make a huge deal by giving that much importance to his emotions by involving someone into that. Okay, so, because of all these learnings, he will start to have a desire to escape from his suffering. Okay, so he will just feel like I had to do something to escape from this suffering, which will lead to next level of consciousness. Okay, so this is stage one. Stage one with the chapter one completed based on universe curriculum. So if someone have this desire to escape his suffering, then he is ready to move on to the next level. But in each level of this consciousness, I'm just trying to explain everything based on the chakra system. Okay, so in each level the universe has some trap. Okay, so that is like a test. Okay, so like a test. So once they are completing that grade, that is a test. In that stage, the test is the trap is the laziness. Okay, or they if someone get used to demanding someone to help them, they get used to that mode. If they get used to their laziness, if they get used to using someone for their survival, then that is the trap. If they didn't pass the test, then they will stuck in that trap. But if they pass the test through all those learnings, if they learned all the lessons, then they'll be ready to move on to the next stage, which is life happens to me, but still self realization mode. Okay, this